Alrighty. Hello everybody, welcome to Wallaby Racing League for Tier 1 tonight. We are here for the mystery round and everyone's spamming me in the chat to spin. It is time to spin the wheel. We have no... Actually, where is it? There we go. We are going to be spinning it live. No one knows it yet, so here we go. Looks like it's Bahrain. GG. Bahrain is the wheel, so that's the track that we'll be racing at for tonight. So, unlucky guys. No, not unlucky. Have fun with that one. We'll see you later. We'll see you soon.
Is there a leakage? A leakage of what? Come on! Come on! Well done, lad. Huh? Not bad, not bad.
You're kidding. You're kidding me. I've never ever felt like this with my life.
Did he get a penalty for what he did?
So, Gabby, we are all on the same train line.
The engine was going much slower than before. Amazing.
Lando, what do you think about it, Inter? What do you think about it in Inter?
No!
Yeah, I'm good. I am good. I am better than everyone. Let's relax.
Oh my God!
I destroyed the camera!
Alrighty, we are back. Welcome everyone to the mystery round for Tier 1. A little bit different this time around in Season 9 of Wallaby Racing League. We are doing only a 50% this time around for the mystery instead of the 100%, as we already had 100% at the relay round 2 races ago. So spicing it up this season, and unfortunately for these Tier 1 guys, they have got to race at Bahrain tonight. I don't think any of them would have wanted to, but the wheel decides the fate of these drivers, of where they're going. So 17 cars on the grid. We're going to have a look at the current drivers and constructor standings, also the results from last week. I just need to find it. There it is. We have Vegas, that's where we raced last week, and Left 4 Dead took the victory, his first win of the season, with Fat Cat getting a P2 and Potato rounding out the podium. We saw Man Ryan and ZK round out the top 5, with Sammy rounding out the top 10 and 10th. Then the championship standings, Left 4 Dead took the lead. He leads by 1 point over Man Ryan, ZK in third, only 1 point ahead of Ox as well. So it's so close at the moment for every position, to be honest. This has been one of the most competitive starts to a Tier 1 season I think we've ever seen, and it's brilliant to see. So let's hope for another banger race tonight here at Bahrain. As anyone else we can look at, Constructors, Racing Bulls up to 4th, and Haas up to 5th. They jump 2 and 3 places, with Mercedes, Alpine and Ferrari falling down last week. McLaren will have a lot of work to do tonight. They should have 2 drivers. I might be wrong though, but I think someone's coming in later. Red Bull get knocked tonight. Yep, fair enough. That's fair. Aston are looking pretty solid. But to be honest, all of these teams are looking solid. It's just normal points as well, instead of double points, considering how it's just the 50% race tonight. So it should be exciting though, as Rilo will be the first to start a lap. Just make sure Okay, perfect. So Rilo kicks us off with, I think, ZK as well in the Ferrari, who will do a lap. A lot of these drivers, they probably haven't practiced this track much, and so most of the drivers will be on level playing field, I guess, maybe. You'll see some similar names at the top. That was the first one. Oh, sorry. He is. He's already in the middle sector. That's alright, we'll watch Man Ride. down to second gear for turn 10. Tricky corner to get onto the brakes without locking the front tyres and then having to be nice and easy on the traction afterwards. On the run down to turn 11. Nice and easy through there. Just bankers are going to be very important just to get a lap on the board for these drivers. Try not to push too hard and at least get a good benchmark. I reckon pole will be a low 27 maybe, or even a 26, high 26. Considering how a lot of these drivers haven't practiced this track probably. We'll see what Manride does up to the line. It's probably a 27th pole, like a low one. There's a 27.7 to kick us off, and Rilo's invalidated. So we'll have a look at ZK, who will be next to cross the line. Burn all the battery on the run down to the final corner. Down to the power in fourth gear. Oh, he's invalidated final turn. That's not ideal for the ZK. It would have been a 28.2, however. So we'll see if anyone else. Look at it's coming out of the pits now. Fat Cat was P2 last week. Will he be able to get a win tonight? We will see about that. Viper goes onto the front row with Kalki in third. And Wingy Woo on 130.2. That's not ideal. However, this guy's on controller. So we don't want to expect too much from him tonight. Somehow he's allowed to race and he's actually blocking the RB. I think that is... Oh no, he's on an lap. I was going to say, that's kind of funny. I need to restart my game. Oh no. Will that cook the lobby? So Fat Cat goes to the top, you control everyone. Hey, don't diss the controller players. Yeah, I don't know why he's even racing, to be honest. Bro's wheel broke. Not the Logitech. Noodles used to be on controller. And he won races, so... Don't diss the controllers, guys. As a former controller player myself, don't diss them. Except in this case we can, because it's Wingy. No hate. Yeah, that's right. So Lefty does need to restart his game. Let's hope this doesn't cook the lobby. Because if it does, that would not be ideal. Okay. So anyone else we can watch? Ox is in the pits. Andre, is he on a lap? I think so. Reserving again, this time in the RB. Also, I believe most of us should have black helmets on. I don't know if everyone would have remembered, but I do see some black helmets floating around on the grid. Good to see in honor of Bremer. There's still a few that don't have some, but I don't think it's the end of the world. But good to see some people showing support. This week's been really good for that. Especially last night we did have the minute of silence in tier 2. Where everyone waited and Bremer was able to do his lap in peace. Wheel dead. Okay. So Abyss as well. He's on. Oh, he's invalidated though. He's already P5, but they're looking to try to improve. Unfortunately. Oh, yes. Let's give Lefty an invite. Shit. That should help him. Let's hope we don't get communicating for that. Oh, come on. We don't need to be doing this. No. I agree, Dante. Very much so. You know what? This communicating stop. Thank you very much. It'll probably come up in the top left, but it's not coming up in the middle of my screen, so it's all right. As Manrai goes to start another lap. Currently P6. The man second in the championship leader. Unfortunately, not setting a lap yet. Has had some wheel issues, so he's had to leave the lobby and rejoin. Mash Jr. invite, please. Let's hope I have you added. If I don't, I don't think I can add you on here, but you can add me. My name's... hang on, let me type it in the chat. Add MaxiBoy31. There we go. Because I don't think I've got Mash added. I don't believe so. Because I don't think I've done comms with Mash Racing. I might be wrong, but I don't think I have, so we should get a request unless left the invites while someone does. But Manrai is welcoming through the end of the middle sector. He's 2/10 up on his time. Fatcat 27.0 is currently the benchmark. Oh, okay. I'll have a look again then. Because I don't know if I have you added, but I'll have a look on the offline list. That should have been an invite through Steam. I thought it would have. Does that not send an invite to him? Oh, view profile. Sorry guys, just need to try and invite Lefty, get him back in the lobby. I don't think I can invite him specifically through Steam. I've sent him an invite from EA, but I don't think it works through Steam. It's specifically friends in chat. Oh, what? And I also need to get Mash in if I have him added. Oh, perfect. Accept. And he will come up offline, he said, unless he comes up here. So we're gonna do a little bit of scrolling, that's okay. Mash. Oh, he's gonna be at the very bottom. No worries. Apologies, guys. We're just trying to get people into the lobby. Where is Mash Jr.? I don't know why I can't find him. Hang on. So Fatcat goes to the top with a 26.8. So apologies, guys. Just there he is. Perfect. We've got him. Ferrari Pro as well coming through. The final corner. Oh, just stays within track limits there and up to the line. This might be a solid lap from Ferrari Pro. Puts him, stays third. It is not an improvement, however. That is unfortunate for him, but he still has one more chance to go for another lap. As Jono, well, we see an improvement in the first sector. He's down, so I think he's done a lap. He's gone to 6th fast. This is ZK. Invalidates again. That's unfortunate for the Ferrari. Oxchillo down in 12th. That's interesting. He's not having a very good session so far. Andre up to the line. It's a 28.1. It is an improvement. Wingy Woo, he's down and he's invalidated. He's into the 20, almost the 28s though, so not too bad, I guess, on controller. Abyss. He's invalidated. Sammy's in 7th now. He's done his lap. Everyone's in the pit, so we won't see many people go out again. Not working. Another invite, please. All right. Oh dear. Let's hope we can get Lefty back in. If he can't, he could join off me on Steam, but it's all right. I'll send him another one. You send the message through. Okay, so we're going to see the last set of final runs shortly, and he's back in, never mind. Too easy. So he'll be back in and we'll be able to get a run in and get a time on the board right at the end. So Abyss comes into the pits. Everyone will be getting ready to go out for their lap. Sammy is done his lap. JDI is in 10th, he's done. And MJ Roller, he's on a lap though. So let's see what the Williams driver can do on the run down to turn 4. Tricky corner to get onto the power without spinning. But he does that really well on opening up. You can carry a bit more speed through this corner if you open up, and unfortunately he has not done that. And that compromises his line, causing him to invalidate. So that's unfortunate for MJ Roller. But he should have another chance to go out for another lap again as we see the Ferrari go out nice and early. I believe that's Smash. It's got to be Mash, right? Yeah. That's Smash, I think. Yeah, it is. Perfect. So it's nice and quiet out there. We'll see Mash start a lap right when everyone's going out. So that's probably... Actually, no, everyone will be already out, so... Ferrari Pro on an out lap now, so he's coming out nice and early. Everyone's going to come out and out of the pits now. It's actually about the right time, so out of the pits comes everybody. We'll see some fun runs. Any predictions for pole? Let me know. It's currently Fat Cat with that 26.8. That's a great lap, but can it be beaten? We will find out. Now, interesting thing here is I want to see the lap record here, the Wallaby lap record here at Bahrain. It is a 26.369 set by Bot Day in Season 7. So, can anybody beat that today? That's 5 tenths faster than what Fat Cat's done, so I doubt we'll see it tonight. But who knows? You never know. Everyone warming up the tyres. We'll look at Mash Jr. as he'll be first to do a lap here in these final set of runs. The Ferrari driver now marches his way down the main straight, approaching that first corner. It is a tricky braking zone to get right into turn 1. Easy to lock up or go deep, and then trying to get onto the power as well. It's a pretty technical track this on at Bahrain. It's quite tricky, so it does take a lot of skill to become good at it. And unfortunately, oh, he's done it. Oh, he's invalidated. I thought he just stayed on there, but unfortunately for him, it is an invalidation for Mash, so he will be starting from the very, very back here in this race. Ferrari Pro currently 4th. Can he make some improvements from that? On the run down to turn 4, he's doing well so far. Burn the battery down to 55%. Brake around just after the 100 meter board. I think it's around the 100 meter board into turn 4. Get onto the power and burn on the exit to save any lost time. 6 1,000s down. We're going to see everybody starting laps now. ZK on a lap. I think that's Fat Cat on a lap as well. So he'll be one to watch. Potatoes on a lap. So lots of people doing laps now. Ferrari Pro, who's still got a bit to go to get to the end of the middle sector. I want to see ZK, what he's done in the middle, the first sector. Is it any improvements? He is up by a 10th, so it's a personal best in the first sector. He has a bit of a slide through the corner, though. That'll be a bit of lost time. Quite significant amount of lost time there. Ferrari Pro is not up on his time. He's 200s down. Fat Cat, I just missed him in the first sector. Left for Dead's on a lap 2. Everyone is on laps now, so we'll look at Ferrari Pro. He's coming up to the line now. Burn all the battery. Has he done enough? He has not. It will be P4 at best for Ferrari Pro. Jono and Rilo will be next across the line. Rilo's up by quite a few tenths, so we'll see what Rilo can do up to the line, and it's a 27.2. That's a great lap from Rilo. That puts him 6th. Jono goes to the front row. That's a great lap from Jono. ZK will be next across the line, and he invalidates. That's unfortunate for him. We'll look at Fat Cat. Does he extend the margin to pole? Crosses the line now, and it's an improvement. It's a 26.7, or just under a 10th improvement. Can anyone do anything about it? Potato cannot. Mr. Thunder goes 8th fastest. The Red Bull's gone off. Manrai up to the line. It's a 27.3. That puts him 8th fastest. Kalki's done. We'll see. Andre's done. Left for Dead's not done yet. So I think it's the only person who can stop Fat Cat for pole will be Left for Dead, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's a 27.6. That puts the championship leader down in 12th place. Oh no. Only getting that one lap in has definitely hurt the championship leader. And starting from 12th, he's going to have some work to do. Big Man Ryan 8th, so that will help him a bit considering how his rival's all the way down there. But it's Fat Cat who takes pole with a 26.7. Just under a 10th faster than Jono. Then we have Abyss 3 tenths behind in 3rd, Viper 4th. It's an all Red Bull 2nd row. Ferrari Pro 5th, Potato 6th, Rilo 7th, Big Man Ryan 8th, 9th Rocks, Chillo, Mr. Thunder 10th, Sammy, Left 4 Dead, ZK, Kalki, Mash Jr., MJ Roller, Andre, and Wingy Woo down. We'll be starting at the back. Oh, Mash got a lap in the end. I didn't see that. That's good then. Good to get him in there. So, that's qualifying, and it is time for the race. That is correct, Jerobot. Hard mode for Lefty. He did this at Bahrain. He forced himself, not Bahrain, sorry, Belgium, mystery round. He forced himself to start on lower. He started way out of the top 10. I think he started 12th or something like that. So, he's got some work to do. But can he replicate what he did at Spa? It was obviously a great race for him. Obviously a lot longer as it was a 100% race. But can he do anything to mitigate the chances of Manrai getting back into that championship lead tonight? We will find out at the end of the 29 laps ahead of us here at Sakia. It's going to be an exciting race. We'll see what happens. Taking some time, everyone getting their setups finalized, strategies, fuel, all the things like that. But we were about to get racing here at Bahrain. Here we go, 5 red lights for the Tier 1 Mystery Round here at Wallaby Season 9. And the Bahrain Grand Prix is underway. It's a good start from Fat Cat, but I think Jono just got a little bit of a better launch off the line. It's a great start, though, from Fat Cat. Jono will have the inside for turn 1, but Fat Cat cuts across and will hold on, but will Jono get that better exit out of turn 1? No, it's the Sauber who leads. Some position changes as Abyss is up to 3rd. Potato gets ahead of Viper. He'll be under pressure from Ferrari Pro down in for 5th place, but it's a great start from the Sauber. As we'll get all our stuff on real quick. So Fat Cat leads from Jono, Abyss in 3rd, Potato 4th, Viper 5th, Rilo 6th, Ferrari Pro 7th, And Man Ray 8th, he's going to have a look down the inside of Ferrari Pro. Can he get onto the power well? There's contact, and they're both into the wall, and that's drama here for Man Ray. Second in the championship, has a collision on lap 1, sends him all the way down the back. That is unfortunate for him. A bit too eager to get the job done, and unfortunately for him, he's down to 18th place as left for dead. Gets past ZK, he's going to have the inside for turn 11. He's up 2 places off the start. It's a great start for him. But it's Fat Cat in the lead still. Wow, what a start. So we look at the tyres. It's mediums for the majority of the field except for Sammy and Kalki, both starting on the hard tyres. Very interesting indeed. So, oh, we see Abyss going very, very wide out of the final corner. A lot of drivers going very wide there, that's for sure. Will they escape warnings as Jono will take the lead then of this race, and we'll probably see quite a few lead changes tonight. I won't be surprised, but great start from these two. Abyss slowly dropping back, but he will stay in the DRS as DRS is enabled this lap. Menro in the pits to change that front wing. ZK under pressure from Sammy, but he gets the job. He gets the job done, actually. I think he was passing Sammy for 10th place. So, let's have a look at the game positions off that start, because it was a pretty hectic one. Most positions gained is 4 just from Wingy Woo. He's flying at the moment on the controller. Actually, I say that, and unfortunately he's ghosted. He's lost quite a few positions, and he's down to 16th, but he was up 4 places, but most of the field gaining 3 or losing positions, unfortunately, for Ferrari Pro and Big Man Rai. So, anyone fallen out of DRS? It's left for dead. He has fallen out of DRS, the championship leader. However, can he get back into it? He's going to burn the battery, and I think he'll just get back into it. No, he will not. So, the RB is out of DRS range from the top 8. That is unfortunate for him. Will he be able to get back into it? I'm not sure. As Fat Cat retakes the lead, there's a DRS swap between those two, and I'm sure we'll see that quite a lot as we have 27 laps to go. So did Ferrari Pro get damage from that? I'm not sure he did, but he opted to stay out with damage on both tyres, on both sides of the front wing, sorry. That's interesting call from Ferrari Pro. He'll be quite slow, I feel like, but that's his decision. We'll see how that goes for him later in the race. As we see Rilo under pressure from Mr. Thunder, as Rilo, great defending there from the Mercedes, and it just gets him still in DRS. So Rilo holds on to 6th, and also ahead of Mr. Thunder in the DRS still. Lefty 1.3 seconds out. Unfortunately, I don't see him getting back into it just yet. He's going to have to push very hard through the middle sector if he wants to get back into it. Otherwise, he's going to lose a lot of time down the straights, which he will because he's not got that slipstream from the car ahead or DRS. So that's unfortunate for him, and also a lot of cars behind him like ZK and Sammy, and obviously all those cars behind as well. As Rilo's the first to get a penalty this early onto lap 4. And I think he got it out of the final corner as Jono retakes the lead. Will Potato have a look at Abyss? No, he will not. It's Viper as well. Trying to have a look at Potato. However, he'll sit behind for now. All of the guys will in the DRS. Just trail behind, as it's pretty good points for Red Bull so far tonight. They are looking pretty good. So Merc, if Riley didn't get that penalty, he'd be looking pretty good. But still, lots can change as this race unfolds, as there's still a long, long way to go in this race. I believe it is a 1-stop. I might be wrong, but I think the drivers can get a 1-stop. Probably not Man Rai, but I think the 1-stop's definitely doable here. A lot of people say 2-stop, but I think for tier 1 they can get a 1-stop and pull it off, I think. but we shall see. Med hard looks like the optimal strategy, as most of the drivers have said that. As Fat Cat retakes the lead here. As we also see Kauki getting past Sammy, there's a position change. MJ Roller having a look too, as Jono actually able to get back past Fat Cat on the run down to turn 4, so just missed that unfortunately, but it's going to be like this as for a lot of this race, lots of DRS swaps down those 2 DRS straights. I don't know about a possible overtake into the run down to 10-11, but we'll see if anyone's close enough for it at any point in this race. Lefty still, he's now 2 seconds behind, so that's unfortunate for him because I think he might, actually I don't think so. I don't think he'll lose the championship lead, even with this result, because Jono didn't race last week. Fat Cat's fairly new, as he only raced, I think he raced at Spa, but didn't do very, I don't think he did amazing, I can't remember. And then, but a second and a possible run challenge for the win today could help his championship chances out big time and really get him into the fight, even though he was a reserve just a few weeks ago. Abyss as well, he looks to try and bounce back after an unfortunate penalty last week. As Fat Cat retakes the lead. Post Stewart's reports there was on Abyss. He did lose out quite a few positions in the end with a 10-second time penalty post-race. But he's pushing on, keeping his head held up high, as we still have a long way to go in the season. There's still quite a few races remaining. It is Spain, I believe, next week. So that will be a fun one. As we have a yellow flag, and it's the RB of Left 4 Dead. I think he's had a moment, as is that wing damage? Oh my god, it is too. It's not going well tonight for the championship leader and the championship protagonist. Man right down in 18th. Left 4 Dead, I think he spun or something, or he had like a half spin and got wing damage from it. But it's really not looking good for those two. And ZK third in the championship, down in 9th. So 3.7 seconds off the leaders, the leading train. So the championship is kind of blowing wide open at this point in time. And it allows these guys to catch back up any points they lost in the last 2 races, to be honest. So that is very interesting. Who's 4th? I believe it's Ox. But Ox is down in 8, so it's really open. I'll have a look again on the app, on the Discord, but yeah, it's interesting to say the least, but let's have a look. Jono is 5th on 87, so if he wins today, that will, he'll take the lead at this rate. So still lots of people at the pit. Fat Cat will get himself into the conversation, but not quite in the big battle yet, even if he does win. But really is making a name for himself at the moment in this season. But yeah, so really Jono, this allows Jono, Viper, Potato, Abyss to catch back up in the championship. So this is a very good sign for them. And even Oxchillo and ZK, they're staying consistent because they're doing what they can do at this rate. So people coming in early on lap 8, so it might be a 2-stop unless they can get the hards 20 laps, 21 laps to be precise. I think it's even 21. Oh, Mash Jr. gets a penalty for speeding in the pits, so that's unfortunate for him. But Abyss inherits the race lead here at Bahrain for the first time as these two come in the pits. They will come out very far ahead of Lefford and Man Rai. Unfortunately for them, having to box a lot earlier than what they would have wanted with front wing damage. So Ferrari Pro 2 finally being able to change that front wing as he will come out of the pits now, but he will drop to last place, unfortunately for him. Jono getting past. Oh, Wingy. He's trying to stay in it. Oh, Wingy. Be careful there. I know he's on controller, trying to stay with these guys, but this isn't really his battle. He's on the inside of Fat Cat. Oh, he's struggling big time. Is that Williams? But Fat Cat goes through and doesn't drop too far back from Jono's. Fat Cat got a penalty. Did he get a speeding pen? No, track limits. That's unfortunate for Fat Cat, and that really changes things as he's now got to hold that penalty over his head for the entire race. For the remainder of this race, that's unfortunate. Big time. So ZK's and DRS are Kalki. Abyss comes in. Viper stays out. So does Potato. So he keeps going. Rilo and Ox stay out as well. Kalki and ZK, they stay out. Kalki is a no-brainer as long as he's on the hard. Same as Sammy. ZK, will we see him coming soon? I think most people are going to try the 1-stop, but at this rate, it might be looking like a 2-stop for these guys who are pitting early on. So some different strategies as we see Fat Cat getting back past Jono. So I think all they need to do is just act like he doesn't have the penalty. Just keep working together because they have undercut a bit. Well, I say undercut, but really them pitting early and getting caught up behind Wingy has helped Abyss not get affected too much by that, by them pitting earlier. So he's only just a little bit out of DRS, but with those fresh tyres, he should be able to get back into it, which he's done so. And anyone else? No. So we'll see top 4 maybe come in shortly. I'm not sure. Alright, so we'll see if Potato comes into the pits. Will he keep going? He keeps going. So Rilo comes in, Ox stays out. So it looks like these guys might be trying the 1-stop, which is a fair enough strategy. They might be able to get these tyres a bit longer than what most of the others could. So Viper is in the lead now. He takes that race lead. ZK loses the place to Sammy. I think he did a little bit before. He's struggling now on those mediums, but staying in the DRS as he's going to try and make this 1-stop work. And I think that's what these two on the hard tyres are looking to try and achieve, as well as Wingy, where he gets passed by JDI. Wingy will try and hang it down the inside. Bit of contact. No, great racing there from the two to get it stopped in time. And JDI will go past Wingy on those fresh hard compound tyres. So, on this little battle here. These are the net race leaders. However, I believe they've got to make another pit stop unless they can carry those hards for the remainder of this race. It's a long way to go though on those hard tyres, and they will be quite worn towards the end. But can they do it? They will be the net race leaders though, as we look at the gap, as unfortunately that's Wingy. I think he's going for a spin. Yeah, they will take the top 3 positions after that. Doesn't really matter, they already were, but yeah, unfortunately for Left 4 Dead and Man as well, down 17th and 14th championship leaders, first and second by a point. And after having their races flipped on their heads, it's really blowing things out of the water. and making things a lot more interesting for the rest of them, because it helps them get back into the fight after any lost points at Vegas or the double points round at Spa for the relay round as MJ Roller comes in onto the hard tyres. So top 3 stay out. So these 3 are ones to watch. Jono, did anyone hit? That was my group. I don't think so. Oh, who's that? Why is that yellow? Oh, it was first second, final second, sorry. As Wingy gets a 10-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. It's not been a good day for Wingy so far, but he is on controller, and I don't know how long it'll be before he gets his new wheel. I know he is saving up for one. Looking at a Fanatec, so hopefully he can get that soon, get back racing at his full potential, as he did have a very good result at the start of the season at Japan, and then unfortunately it all went downhill after that point. Okay, will Viper try to retake the lead then, going on to the main straight as we head on to lap number 12, or will they come into the pits? So Ox and Potato, they peel into the pits. Viper stays out, so he'll keep going. ZK as well on those mediums stays out, so he's going to try something here as Wingy has spun again. It's not doing good at the moment on that controller. He might even get lapped soon. But Viper will have to pit, so it might be fine. But yeah, it's not been a very good day for Wingy Woo, as these guys do jump Potato and Oxchillo big time. As he spun again, Wingy. That's even wing damage, so I think that he's lucky that's not a safety car, because there's a high chance that safety cars are carrying, even when you get wing damage like that. Just one little bit of debris can cause a whole safety car, as we learned in Tier 2 last night. As yeah, I think he needs to retire, honestly. If he keeps spinning, he's been lapped already, he needs to retire, otherwise he's going to cause something silly. Yeah. That was an interesting one, because I was not even expecting... he's crashed again. Oh, fans. I think he's trying to cause a safety car. Oh, he's stuck on the kid. No, he's not. I don't think he's... he probably is trying to cause one, but he's a lap down already. I know. I got so lucky with that safety car as Viper peels into the pits. I was... oh, no! It's a 10-sec for speeding in the pits. And unfortunately for Viper, down to hit the pits. Oh, ZK2! Oh no, it's double blow for those two. So Kalki leads, but it's 2 spinning the pit pens for those guys. Yeah, I was lucky with that, to be honest. 15th, and then next thing you know, a safety car came, and I was like, oh, and then Wingy told me to stay out. So I was like, all right, let's do it. And it paid off big time, not having any penalties. So 5th and 6th, possibly higher for Mercedes. That was a very good race from us. But focus, yeah, that was crazy, to be honest. I think everyone except for Ozgo, and I was like a second and a half out of. Oh my god, the hards. Bro, Wingy is still out there. Kalki gets a 3-second penalty, as the hards are absolutely fighting for dear life to stay in the grip. So I don't think it will be long before the likes of Fat Cat and Jono catch back up. And Rilo as well. He's pitted for the mediums, but he started on the med, so he is committed to a 2-stop. So that'll be interesting for him, committing to that 2-stop strategy. So we'll see how that pays off for him. So it looks like these guys on the 1-stop, the guys that already pitted for the hards, I think they'll be doing a 2-stop as well, med hard med. I could be wrong though, but I feel like that's the way to go. Wingy, mate, you honestly need to retire. Like, what is going on? Watch him spin here again. Here we go, here we go, here we go. He's gonna floor it. He's gonna floor it. Yeah, what is bro doing? Oh God. This guy cannot be real. I think he's literally trying to cause a safety car. Oh dear. Yeah, he's not doing a very good job. But I think he's coming back into the pits. Don't hit the inside wall. Don't hit the pit wall, please. Thank you. Okay. We can focus on everyone else. Yeah. If he does cause a safety car, that will probably be a penalty, a big one. I do agree with that. Because you can't be doing that. Especially in Tier 1. You're not even in the race. He's still not retiring, so he's going to keep going and causing a bit of carnage. But let's just hope he can not cause a safety car, because we do not need it as he does retire in the pits. Thank you very much. So, it's okay. We now don't have to worry about that. No purpose safety cars. Hello, Wingy. Unfortunate there. Yeah, a bit of a skill issue. Flooring it out of turn 11. Well in. So Abyss gets past Rilo. So he's now up to 5th. However, Rilo fights it back. Oh, it's yellow flags because of Wingy's car. So it's an illegal overtake. Oh, Wingy, mate. That's all your fault. Oh, we got a bit of a battle here for P8 as Viper gets the job done. As Left 4 Dead retires in the pits. And that is the championship leader done. I don't think he meant to do that, did he? I hope not. Your dead zone's on 0. Okay, yeah, that would explain it then, actually. What is that? So, unfortunately, the wheel issues have cost Left 4 Dead the championship leader, and it will be very low points for our top 2 in the championship tonight, unless something happens for Man Rai to get him back in this race. He's not giving up though, he's marching on. Can he overtake that Racing Bulls after this race? He's currently level on points now. Nah, I think he did. It's alright, Wingy. Don't stress. I think you were fine. So, these two stay out. I'm surprised they've made it this long on the hards, to be honest. I know they're hard tyres and they're really good, but doing a race start on them, on this game, you do get a lot of the extra tyre wear, especially on the rears. And the fact that they carry them 16 laps on this game, it's very impressive as we see Rilo again defending quite aggressively from Abyss. This is great teamwork from Rilo as he's defending for his teammate and front. Okay, so meanwhile these 4 drivers, JDI's got himself into this battle here. ZK and MJ Roller battling for P12 and 13. ZK gets a nice little switchback. He's going to have the run on the Williams. That's a nice little switchback overtake for the Ferrari. And he now moves back past the Williams. But yeah, this little battle here, Potato, Viper, JDI and Ox. These are the one-stoppers. I think these guys might be going again. I don't know. They might actually be fine to make it to the end. There's still another 13 laps to go in this race. But Fat Cat has caught up to the back of Kalki and Sammy, so he's going to want to try and get past them as soon as he possibly can. I don't think he'll be able to get it this time around, as those two do dive into the pits though, so that's perfect for him. He gets a nice dose of DRS down this main straight lane to survive another lap ahead of Jono for P2 as Rilo still keeping Abyss at bay, so he is doing an absolutely amazing job to keep that Red Bull behind, helping out his teammate in the fight for the podium. There's lots of penalties now for some drivers. ZK getting a penalty, and Mash Jr. also getting a speeding in the pits pen. So that is MJ Roller on the attack on Sammy coming out of the pits. MJ Roller just gets ahead. ZK unfortunately does not, but Sammy will have the battery. He's going to not have DRS, but he's going to try get it done. Both drivers don't have DRS on their end in turn 4. On the outside goes the McLaren of Sammy, and he gets the job done, I think. MJ on the inside. No, they're going to be side by side into the S's, but no, Sammy on those fresh medium tyres gets the job done. So that's a nice move there from the McLaren, as Kalki on the fresh meds too. I think he can make up some ground in this race. As an amazing exit out of turn 10. That is quite extraordinary from the Aston, and he gets past ZK for P11. So Fat Cat leads again. So Rilo comes into the pits. He gets that stopped in time. And he did a nice, good job to hold up that Red Bull of Abyss. The gap's now 4 seconds from Abyss to Jono. So he did a nice little job there. We'll see what happens as Ox, Chillo, and JDI Mr. Thunder side by side. As Ox is going to try and get it done, but I don't think he's able to. He does not have the straight line speed. It's great defending from the Haas, but he's going to really hold up Ox now. And Ox wants to get past. You can see the frustration, but he'll have to wait just a little bit longer. As Ferrari Pro gets a penalty down in 14th place. Manride does pit again. And on the fresh hard tyres. Yeah, unfortunately that is wheel issues for Left 4 Dead. That's unfortunate for him. And the championship leader was doing really well. But it all started from quali, to be honest. And having those wheel issues, that has not helped them out at all. Hopefully get it fixed in time for next week when we return to Spain. I think that's the first time where Wallaby has raced at Spain since season 5, if I'm being honest with you. We didn't race last season. I don't think we raced season 7 as well. So season 5 would have been the last time we raced at Spain, so it's good to be back there at the Catalan capital, Barcelona. So it'll be good to see how that goes. It's a good track. I like Spain. It's fun to drive this game. So I don't think there's any bumps anymore that are going to kill drivers. So it'll be fun, as that'll be kicking off this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you're there for that. Tier 4 will kick them off as Fat Cat goes off the track. There's a little bit of a wobble there at the rear end of that Sauber. But with that penalty, it will be Jono set to win at this point in time, which could be a first. Wallaby. Oh, they're coming in. So I was right about the 2-stop, and Abyss comes in as well. So they have decided for the 2-stop, but I think Potato and Oxchillo have committed to the 1-stop. So has Viper. So they stay out. This will be interesting now, because it means they're only 10 laps to catch. 10 laps essentially now to catch the top 3. So it'll be a hunt down now, but they've got to clear 3 drivers. MJ Roller, Sammy and Kalki, who are all going to the end of this race as well. I think MJ will be going to the end possibly, but yeah, Sammy and Kalki, they will be going to the end as well. They'll still be looking quite fast at the moment on those medium tyres, only 3 laps old. So this is going to be exciting now. So we'll look at the leader. 13 seconds to catch. Well, Ox is actually 2.5 seconds out, so Ox did lose a lot of time battling with JDR before, and unfortunately that has got him out of the DRS range of the top 2. Yes, I can get the pens up for you, Cooper. 10 sec for Viper, I did forget about that. That's really unfortunate for him considering how he's on the one stop, so that's going to hurt him big time. 3 sec for Kalki, Fat Cat 3, ZK 13, Rilo 9, Mash 16, and Ferrari Pro at 3 seconds. Make that 19 for Mash. So, lap 21, we have 9 laps to go in this race. So Jono gets past MJ Roller as MJ tries to fight it, but Jono says no thank you, and he now gets past that Williams. I did not see him. I didn't see Fat Cat get past, but Jono able to get past before losing too much time as Abyss gets a penalty while trying to get past ZK. Rilo and ZK going side by side in the background. ZK has to back out of that and sit behind for just a little bit longer as Wooly sent it down the inside. No, Rilo stays ahead. But yeah, Abyss, that's unfortunate for him. That messes him up big time in this race, as interestingly, he's on the mediums while Fat Cat and Jono, they've opted for the softs. Have they gained any time? Sorry, wrong one. They've only gained a second. So they need to gain a lot faster if they want to win this race. So it looks like at this point in time, Potato will have a shot at victory here in Bahrain. No worries, Cooper, as Ox is now, he's still in penalty range though of Viper with the 10 secs. So interestingly enough, Sammy, oh no, Sammy's out of it, never mind. So anything else majorly happening? Unfortunately, I don't know. Manro's going to try to catch Andre. There's been no safety cars this race to help him in terms of position gain. So that lap one incident, that's really unlucky for Manro. And that costs him a lot of points in the championship. And ZK tonight as well, but Oxchillo will take the lead of the championship. I say retake, but I think Viper was leading it after Brazil. So Ox will take the lead of the championship, I believe. So he did win at Brazil, giving himself some good points, and yeah, I think that's right. So he should take the lead of the championship with Fidel and Manro both being out of the points on Manro, only scoring 1. So Ox will lead, and maybe Viper sec. Oh, that 10 sec won't help, but anyway, we won't focus on that at the moment. What we will focus on though is Fat Cat and Jono. They are closing in on the McLaren of Sammy, so they are making inroads on the leaders. The gap is 11 seconds. They've cut about another second, but what they need is a little bit more because there is a lot of work to do, as the Ferrari has had a moment. It's ZK as Abyss looks to try and get past MJ, and he does. Into P8 as Ferrari Pro sets the fastest lap of the race. And Rilo also does lose a position to MJ Roller. Not been a good day for the top 3 in the championship. That's for sure. ZK down in 11th. He'll be the highest scoring driver of the top 3, which is crazy to say, as Kalki gets a penalty again, as Fat Cat looks to try and get past that Aston, and he does. So now Jono will have to stick behind him. So this could mean that Jono falls out of touching distance of that Sauber. He's going to want to try and get past the Aston on the main straight, probably, or even into the final corner. So that'll be interesting as Fat Cat. He's going to try and get it done as early as the final corner, as he will look for it. Sammy will fight back on the inside as there's no contact there. Great racing there for the two, as we see Fat Cat take the lead. I know they're going side by side, but man, I did leave the session, so I do want to get him an invite back in. I know he can join off, but I just want to get him an invite back in, just so he doesn't lose too much time. As okay, Rilo gets past MJ. Rolo's a snap. Rilo goes through again on those better conditioned tires, and I think honestly the one stop was the way to go today. 5 laps to catch 4.3 seconds. It's possible, but is it enough time for Fat Cat? It'll be interesting to see if he can do it, but I think that one stop was the play here, especially for Potato. As you can see, you'll probably just see the Sauber going onto the back straight as soon as, yeah, Potato, he's got that whole straight of a gap compared to Fat Cat. So I think, well, Jono's got it the next closest, because Ox is 5 seconds out almost. Viper's got that 10 sec. Fat Cat's got a 3 sec. So it looks like at this rate it'll be a Potato victory here, with Oxchillo second and maybe Jono third. It depends if these two can catch up, but there is a chance that it could happen. The gap's gone down quite significantly in the last lap. We will have 4 laps to go in this race. 5 laps, sorry. So 5 laps to go here in this mystery round at Bahrain. It's been an interesting one. No safety cars at all tonight. Bit different this week, unlike last week where that safety car kind of changed the race for quite a few drivers. But we don't need safety cars every week, because that is not the point of racing. You don't need luck all the time to secure your positions. And unfortunately, Viper, he's driven really well today, and it's not going to be a win because of that 10-second penalty got for speeding in the pits. So that'll be unfortunate for him. It would have been a second win of the season for the Red Bull driver, but he's still on for a P5. P4, that's right. Depends if Fat Cat can get within 7 seconds of Viper. So, Fat Cat, 3 seconds now to his teammate, Oxchillo. This is interesting. We're going to have 4 laps to go. Is that enough time for Fat Cat to close in? And Jono as well. He's pulling that Mercedes along. And you know what else he's doing? He's pulling the Aston and the McLaren of Sammy along as well, as Kalki just holds on to DRS. But I think that is the last straw, as he doesn't have battery to stay in it. So, Jono and Fat Cat managing their battery well. Sammy goes through, as he has a bit more battery than the Aston. The Aston does get a pretty good exit out of turn 2, but he will not go for a move just yet. 2.4 is the gap from Fat Cat to Ox. Not long to go now. So, Viper leads Potato 8/10 out, so he's just holding on DRS. That's all he can do, the best thing he can do. Alrighty, so 3 laps to go in this race. Fat Cat is almost within DRS range of Oxchillo. I believe he will get it at the end of this main straight. So, Jono, will Fat Cat play the team game here? Will he go past Ox? Or will he try to back that Mercedes up and help his teammate out? Or will then Ox play the team game and help Fat Cat get Jono? So Ox goes to defend, but he can't really do much. So I think the best he can do now is just try to stay with him. Those older hard tyres, Jono has caught up. Those two have perfected this one-stop strategy. If only Fat Cat didn't have the penalty, he would have secured a 3rd place. But will Ox hold up that Mercedes to help his teammate out, as Jono does get a very good exit out of turn 9, and on the run down to turn 10 he tries to look on the outside, but Oxchillo is not having any of it. Will Jono try to go for it then? On the run down to turn 11 he's burning. Ox will not burn either, so Ox just lets him through and doesn't put up too much of a fight. But all that was enough to help Fat Cat. Never mind, as Jono's got back into DRS. So Mash gets another penalty. I don't know how much that is now, but that is 25 seconds of penalties for Mash Jr. But Jono is out of DRS from Fat Cat. So 2 laps to go in this race. Jono will not have DRS from Fat Cat. So will that allow the Sauber to run away with it and secure this podium? And it looks like at this rate, Viper will not even finish on the podium, even though he's won. That is heartbreak for him, as he's doing so well, as he might even lose out to Sammy if Sammy can get into that gap, that window. So this mystery round has brought up some big differences in terms of results in the championship. As let's see Kalki and Sammy up here. But Abyss has caught up, so is Rilo. Rilo with 9 seconds of pens, unfortunately, but oh dear, Mash. But Abyss has caught up. So even with the penalty, will he be able to get that McLaren on track, who will finish ahead of the Aston? We've got the pens up for you, Dante. Mash did have a lot. He had like 35 seconds in the end. And he did get that. So Jono is set for a podium here. Yeah, that's correct. Set for P2 actually at this rate. But we're about to go into the last lap here at Bahrain. Viper will lead, but it's been a great race for these two, as ZK has spun again at turn 1. Unfortunate for him. Potato in the DRS. He's just got to bring it home from here. It's been a great race from these guys. The 1-stop has worked big time for them, but also for Fat Cat, the 2-stop was the right way to go, but at the same time, it has cost him, and it will hurt him going from pole down to not even finishing on the podium as it stands, with Jono will be taking that podium spot. But last lap, actually, I think Fat Cat will get a podium as Ox is out of the 3-second gap. But Fat Cat's in the 10-second gap. So Fat Cat will get a podium at this rate. But we'll see what happens. Any other battles here? Abyss in 7th. He's looking to try and get Kalki. I don't know if Mano ended up getting back into the lobby. I don't know. I did invite him, but he didn't also ask for an invite. It's last lap. He's going to get points anyway. He would have been able to get back, I'm sure. But Viper, great race from him. The 1-stop did work out, but unfortunately speeding in the pits did cost him in the end. But for this man, Potato, he will be very happy as Abyss gets past the Aston on track, as Rilo will look to get him as well. But great race from these two. Very well managed. But for Potato, it's going to be a first win of the season for the Haas driver here in Wallaby. Potato crosses the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix Mystery Round. Viper P2 on track, but it will be taken by Fat Cat. But Jono will take 2nd. 4th will be Viper, but Oxchillo. Oh no! He does not get Viper by 7/100ths of a second. Viper 4th, Sammy 5th, Sammy 6th, sorry, Ox 5th, and Abyss 7th, Kalki 8th. 9th will be MJ Roller and Rilo down in 10th. JDI will cross the line to take home P11 with ZK in 12th, Ferrari Pro 13th, Andre 14th, and Manrai will cross the line to take home a point. But it is Potato who wins this race, as we see Manrai will be crossing the line shortly. Never mind, he's done it. So that is the race. We'll join the VC. Get a lot of podiums this week because we're not having laggy internet like last week. So we're all good. Alrighty. Potato, Jono, Fat Cat, podium interviews. The VC, please. We can actually do it today, so there we go. So Potato takes the win. Jono P2, Fat Cat 3rd in the end. Viper 4th, Oxchillo P5, then Semi, Abyss, Kalki, MJ Roller, Rilo. I want this communicator to stop so we can get all the results. But yeah, Ferrari Pro does take the fastest lap in the end. And that will be that. As we got 2 people in, we just need to get Fat Cat into the VC. That will be good to go. Perfect. All right, we can kick off the interviews then. So, Fat Cat, pole position once again. And it is a P3 finish tonight. You went for the 2-stop. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off in terms of winning the race, but you still managed to get a podium. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, there wasn't much to talk about. We were pushing hard every lap, and it just fell in the way it did.
Yeah, fair enough. But still grabbing a podium. It's back-to-back podiums 2 weeks in a row. So I think that's something to be very happy about, and being able to make a name for yourself in this championship, considering how you missed the first 2 races as a reserve. Yeah, next week is Spain, I believe. How are you feeling for that?
It's GG.
Yeah, should be good, but congratulations on the podium. We'll move on to Jono in P2. Jono, was a front row start for you, front row finish. You also did the 2-stop, and it helped you get a 2nd place finish. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, well, like Fat Cat said, not really much to it. Like, it was just making sure I stayed with Fat Cat, because me and him both had, I'd say, pretty good pace overall. So it was just kind of sticking with him, trying to work together to try to make that 2-stop work. Unfortunately, it didn't tonight, because I think with the lower fuel, the tire wear got a bit better. So compared to the first stint, at least. So it was, yeah, just wasn't worth it in the end. So yeah, in hindsight, would have gone for a 1-stop, but I'm still happy with a P2 result.
No worries. And Spain next week, how are you feeling for that?
Love Spain. Spain's a nice track, yeah.
Well, it's great to hear. Hope we see you back on the podium again next week. Congratulations on the P2. And we'll move on to our race winner, Potato. I think it's your first win of the season. It was a great drive from you to get the 1-stop to work. And yeah, great win in the end. How was that for you?
Yeah, I mean, quali, I've been just pretty bad in quali a lot this game, but the race I knew from a league race I did for basically messing about, I knew that the one stop was just the better strategy. It's faster. You just can't make up the time with the one stop or the two stop because your tires just die so quickly. So I just kind of just chilled, picked the right moves, and then kind of just went through it all. Ended up P1, P2 by the time everyone boxed for their second stop, and then we kind of just worked together. I just stayed in Vapish DRS, and then because he had a 10 sec, pretty simple, just chill, just the usual.
Yeah, nice and chill for you too. Yeah, Spain next week. How are you feeling for that?
Historically terrible at Spain. Especially with me not having as much time to practice anymore. I've kind of just got to diddy flick and pray.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, hopefully he can reverse the old history at Spain for you, but yeah, I'll hopefully see you on the podium again next week. Congratulations on the win. That'll be it for Tier 1 this week, everybody, at the mystery round. We'll see you all on Sunday night for Tier 4 at Spain. Have a good night.